Today, let us meditate on the duties and responsibilities of parents in bringing up their children. Let us consider two areas where as parents we fail. First, we may fail as parents when we neglect our children. Horace Bushnell said this: let every father and mother realize that when their child is 3 years of age, they have done more than half they will ever do to mold its character. Remember, during the first 3 years of a child's life, he spends most of his time at home. Therefore, a child's first school is the family. The home must be above all a training ground for the children. Parents are under serious obligation of providing a religious atmosphere for their children. A certain judge said that of the more than 4,000 boys under 21 that he had sentenced, only 3 had attended Sunday school. Good parents give top priority to developing the characters of their children. Today the parents are too often very busy and do not give quality time to their children. One of the greatest things we can do for our children is to set aside time to be with them. Secondly, our bad example and our bad conduct may cause their downfall. Who is a father who could reprimand a son for smoking or drinking or gambling or associating bad women when he himself is guilty of the same offences? Who is a mother who could tell her daughter not to be wasteful and vain when she herself has not set an example? Who is a parent who could tell a child not to use abusive language when the child knows the language the parent uses at home? Who is a parent who can ask the children to pray before going to bed if the children do not see the parents praying? I like the statement someone has made. The best example a father can give his children is to love their mother. How true it is. And Charles Spurgeon said, a father's holy life is a rich legacy for his sons. And John Locke said, parents wonder why the streams are bitter when they themselves have poisoned the fountain. A similar statement is found in Hosea 8:7. They sow the wind and reap the whirlwind. Let me end with a true story. Lee Harvey Oswald's mother was a domineering woman who found it difficult to love anyone. The mother had been married 3 times, and her second husband divorced her because she used to beat him up regularly. The mother gave Oswald no affection, no love, no discipline, and no training during his early years. He had no friends. When he was 13 years old, a psychologist commented that he probably didn't even know the meaning of the word love. During his youth, the girls would have nothing to do with him, and Oswald fought with all the boys. He failed academically and dropped out of high school. He had no talent, no skill, no sense of self-worth. He married a girl who herself had been born out of wedlock. She bore him 2 children. Soon she began to develop a contempt for him, and finally she forced him to leave. No one had ever wanted him. He thought he was perhaps the most rejected man on earth. On 22nd November 1963, he was a strangely different man, for he had taken a terrible decision. He arose, went to the garage, and took a rifle he had hidden there. He carried it with him to his newly acquired job at a book storage building. In the afternoon, he fired 2 shells into the head of a man who was traveling in an open car motorcade. The victim was John F. Kennedy, the President of the USA, who died a few hours later. Lee Harvey Oswald was unloved, rejected, and neglected. Let us ask God to help us to bring up our children in the way He wants, and to act according to Jesus' instruction as found in Matthew 18:6. If anyone should cause one of these little ones to lose his faith in me, it would be better for that person to have a large millstone tied around his neck and be drowned in the deep sea. Amen.